All right, hello everyone. Welcome back. In case you're new, I'll give you a recap. This is my 2006 Honda S2000. It is in the new Formula Red color. I've had it for just under 2 years. I love this car. Anyway, I've recently started to do a few simple modifications to it. I don't want to go too crazy, but you know, a few things here and there. These aren't really mods, but I put on some clear side markers from the CR S2000, a red steering wheel emblem to complement the paint, and a red shift knob, and a OEM ducktail spoiler. Today, something a little more special. I am going to put an exhaust on the car. I did a lot of research into finding this exhaust, and I ordered the Invidia N1 dual exhaust. Here it is. I've already laid it out. As you know in the thumbnail already, we're installing this today. It looks really good quality. The welds are really nice. I can't really see anything that doesn't look good about it. It looks really nice. So as far as presentation goes, so far so good. And my whole point in installing this exhaust is not only sound, I do want it to sound better, but also I'm going to make the exhaust flow better, free flowing, and then maybe a free flowing intake. And then I'm going to tune the car with a Honda Flash Pro, all in order, just to give it maybe a little more power, a little more mid-range, lower the VTEC engagement to 5500. I'd like to keep it NA, no turbo, no supercharger, nothing like that, at least not for a while. I think this car is pretty powerful as is stock. It really doesn't need much. Okay, so in this segment of the video, as can be seen, I'm now underneath the car and I'm removing the first brace on the rear subframe in order for the exhaust to drop down. I believe there were 6 bolts holding this brace in, a few, I think 4 were 10, and there were 2 on each side that were either 14s or 15s, maybe 16s. It's been a while, so I can't really remember. You'll need to remove these first. Now, I would like to mention that, as can be seen, it's obviously not the best to use a torque wrench. Unfortunately, okay, so I'm now removing the 3 bolts on the back of the catalytic converter where the mid-pipe meets up. There's 2 towards the bottom and 1 near the top. That's a little harder to get to. These were 16mm bolts. I used a ratchet torque wrench on the bottom 2. Once again, probably best to have a breaker's bar. It's not really good for your torque wrench, but in my situation, like I said, I didn't have anything else, so this is what I used. But for the top bolts, I had to put a standard 15mm wrench on it to get it cracked loose, and then I just put a socket on the edge of it and kind of spun it off with my... Okay, I got this side's hangers off. I'm holding it up with a jack so we don't bend anything. Now I just got to get the other side's hanger. I'd recommend some Dawn soap to get this hanger right here pushed up and off, and do the triangle at the front first, and then you can push the muffler forward and it makes it easier to get this one off. Now, of course, we had to start the car with no exhaust just to see what it sounded like. It's no surprise that it sounded like a tractor and was really loud. Hopefully the Invidia is not this loud. Alright, so we got these 2 bands on. So we're going to put this part under the car now. Now, once we hit this part of the video, it's no surprise that filming became vague, and I really only picked up the camera to show some descriptions. I was pretty excited to get this exhaust on and really wanted to hear it, and kind of lost track of what I was doing. Okay guys, I've got the mufflers loosely mocked up. Everything underneath is loose, tight. and everything up right now, and then we'll put it on the ground and do the first start. Okay guys, we're gonna do the first start. The fitment isn't exactly great yet, but I'm gonna go to the store and get some more hangers. So for now, I'm just going to start it, put the wheels back on it, and drive out and get more hangers. Sounds pretty good. Okay guys, the exhaust is completely on now. I've got the gaps set with new hangers, and I've got it where I want it. Warm start and revs. Do the 3K first. All right, now we'll do the 5K. And now to 8K. Okay, after a week of driving, I have to admit, I do like this exhaust. It has a deep tone, a lot of burbles, and it does quiet down quite quickly. It looks good, I like the titanium burnt tips, and I think it makes the rear end look very aggressive. And for the price, you can't go wrong. It's an exhaust that really doesn't break the bank. It's obviously a lot louder than stock, but what can you expect? It's an aftermarket exhaust, and I think this is something you'll get used to. Part of the initial thought that it is so loud is just being shocked at how loud it really is compared to the stock exhaust. You'll learn to modulate with the throttle to eliminate the drone in most places, and you can find gears to where the drone is almost non-existent. And if you throw the silencers in, well, the drone's pretty much gone. It becomes a pretty tame exhaust. So if you're just going on a short drive around town just to have some fun, leave the silencers out. It sounds nice. If not, you got to drive a highway, a long drive, put the silencers back in. I will be making another video as a long-term review in about a month, seeing if I still enjoy the exhaust. I'll give some very good detailed sound clips, and I'll see you then.